Just gonna let some people file on in here and then get started. I hope everybody had a good, happy Thanksgiving. If you're in America. If you're not in America, I hope you had a good Thursday. Same thing. Exactly. We have one thing to be thankful about, and that's the Sega Master System, of course. That's why we're all gathered here today. If you don't have Thursday, then cheers to you for not adopting the Gregorian calendar. Yeah. We've got 7 main entries this month for Sega Master System month. We have 3 alts coming in. A good turnout, more than I expected, which is good. We got a good selection. Some deep cuts, some not so deep cuts. To me, they're all deep cuts because I don't know anything about Master System. But we pulled out all the chops for this one. T-Bone coming in with all the entries. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll get started here. FYI, for those who are not in the know, Dwelling of Duels has a Patreon now. We're going to be using this money from this Patreon account fund to pay banner artists, the people who do all of our lovely banner art every month. So we can actually get good art, unlike this jank that I made for this month. Which really, it probably would have ended up looking like this anyways, because that's how all the Master System stuff. Buzzing when there's no voice. Then I'll just never stop talking if there's buzzing when I stop. That'll be okay. You can go over and support us on Patreon for just $1 or more. Right now there's no rewards or anything, but I think we're gonna feel it out and eventually put rewards and things in there. Not really sure what yet, but there'll be some good stuff. But supporting is its own reward in this community. Or something like that. I don't know. Alright, what do you say we get started? Let's go ahead and check out our first set of entries for Master System month. You can head on over to dwellingofduels.net/voting. And I'll try to diagnose my microphone issues while we're there. So let's go straight into it. We're going to start out with a track from Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars to take us on our way into Dwelling of Duels Master System month. Keep it here. This is Dwelling of Duels. Next song. Go, 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 go. Sorry, that was the wrong one.
Find the miracle ball. find it.
Yeah, we're running a little bit hot tonight. Can barely see the screen from the heat coming off of it. Yeah, reach down between my legs and press the G-pad. Yeah. High rolling, side scrolling, in the sky there's flying sushi. Punch ninjas, kick ninjas, watch out for tiny boomerangs. Sega.
You just heard The Tale of a Snail Lost in a Maze of Columns from Columns and Snail Maze for the Sega Master System here on Dwelling of Duels. Before that, we had The Isthmus of Punching from Black Belt, and then kicking off that whole block, we had Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars, Toy World. It's a good way to start. It's a good mix of everything. We had some really fun arrangements there. I gotta say I really like that Van Halen section of that Black Belt track. That was great. Speaking of Black Belt, there is another track in here. Chuja pointed this out earlier in the when the tracks were released earlier. He pointed out that Hokuto no Ken, which is the coming up in the next block of tracks, is the same game as Black Belt, but it's the original Japanese version. And but he also pointed out that there's different music between the two versions. So technically they're the same game, but the artist who did Hokuto no Ken did actually use music from both Black Belt and Hokuto no Ken. So we're just gonna leave it as Hokuto no Ken, even if it's a little confusing, but whatever. Yeah, Pingo, I don't know why I have everything cranked up. I think it's just a quiet month. People are going easy on the limiters this month on the tracks, so we'll see if there's some metal stuff coming up later, and maybe that'll blast your eardrums. We're gonna do the other 4 main entries. We've got a couple good ones. We got a Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine track. We've got the Hokuto no Ken track I mentioned earlier. We've got Master of Darkness, and then we've got something that I'm going to try to pronounce, Sukaban Deka 2 Shouju Tekamen Densetsu. Never heard of that one. I'm excited to listen to that one with all of y'all. Let's go ahead and get right back into it. We'll kick it off with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I'm thinking, parentheses, about those beans. Keep it here. This is Dwelling of Duels.
には少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女で仮面伝説を続けばネガには少女
That concludes our main entries for Dueling of Duels. Shoot, this is too loud for me now. That concludes our main entries for Dueling of Duels Sega Master System month. You just heard, I'll go in reverse order of what we listened to. That was Tekkamen is sadly not Tekkamaki from Sukeban Deka 2 Shouju Tekkamen Densetsu. Before that, we had Nyctophobia from Master of Darkness. Before that, we had You Are Already Shred Rough from Kuto no Ken. And starting off that block, we had I'm Thinking About Those Beans from Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Head on over to dwellingofduels.net/voting to cast your votes and send them in. Votes are due by the end of the day tomorrow, Saturday. Send them over to dodsongs@gmail.com. We'll have the results posted on Sunday, the 1st of December, as well as next month's theme, which will be the MagFest month theme. So it'll be, I don't even know when MagFest is this year. MagFest is, oh yeah, right at the very beginning of the month. So it'll be like a teensy bit longer. The deadline will be a teensy bit longer than normal. And we will be having our listening party live at MagFest, as we always do. Hanging out, chilling. A bunch of people will be there. It'll be awesome. We'll have Dave Ellefson come read results. Oh, for a cameo. Oh, maybe. Never mind. Yeah, so we've got 3 alts for this month. One of them I played accidentally at the very beginning, which was Sega, the Sega theme. We have a track from Sonic the Hedgehog for Master System called Bonus Stage. We have the Sega jingle that somebody submitted. And then we have a track from Trivia that he submitted non-anonymously as an alt from Zillion. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and listen to those and let them take us out. One other thing, I mentioned at the top of the show, and I'll mention it again for those of you who joined us late. Dueling of Duels now has a Patreon. And we're going to be using the money from this Patreon account to pay for banner artists, because previously it's either been unpaid work for banner artists or out of like one person's pocket to pay for it. So we're going to use all the money from Patreon and give it to artists to get them to make us really awesome banner art. And I'm really excited to see what we can do and have people, you know, get paid for their work and also make some awesome art for us. So that's very exciting. Yeah, I think that's it for DoD this month. We'll listen to those 3 entries and then we'll pack it on up and head home until Sunday when you get the result or the results and the theme for MagFest month. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Katamari. This has been Dueling of Duels. We love you. Oh, Sixto just showed up. Sorry, buddy.